Hello, Debbie and Angela. Welcome to the party. I was so excited when Debbie mentioned that she had convinced you and invited you to the show, because we have been talking about this so much, about the importance of having video, visuals, because people buy with their eyes and want to see themselves in what they're buying and trust. What I enjoy about what you're bringing to the table, and it marries with what Debbie is saying, is that people want to see themselves in their everyday life. And how does this insert themselves in everyday life, and they get to know you that way? And I think you're mastering how to do it without opening your mouth at all. It's just show and tell, and showing a number of things so that you're able to cross out many things. I love the way that you're interacting and showing different parts of the sales journey in this. When you are doing this, my question to you, for our community that's listening here, the intention is important that you mentioned. You don't just wake up and do this. There is an intention behind everything you do in your videos. Where does that start in your process? How far back do you go? And how far early do you plan to do specific things to promote the number of things that you're putting on the table in your short form videos?
You have to know where you're going. You have to have a plan. And so, like I said earlier, I'm selling two things. I'm selling the business, and I'm also selling product. If I'm selling a product, let's just talk about the liquid collagen. It's my favorite product. If I'm selling the liquid collagen, I have to know who that target audience is, right? Now, can anyone over the age of 18 take that product? 100%. Female, male, can take it. So that's like almost the entire world, right? But here's the thing. As a business owner, we can't serve everyone. And I think that's a big mistake that most people make. They're like, well, I have a consumable product and technically everyone can take it. And while yes, that is true, if you try to reach to too many people, you end up reaching out to none. And that's where the niche and your target audience comes into play. Because when you're making these videos, whether it's for the business or for the product, you have to speak to your target audience. So the first thing is knowing who your target audience is, right? Like you have to identify who's my target audience. My target audience is women ages 35 to 65, working women who want to take care of themselves, who invest in themselves, who want to look their best. And for the business side, same thing, but people who want to live a better life and not live paycheck to paycheck. So the first thing is you have to know who your target audience is. That's my target audience, because you can't speak to everyone. The second thing is, once you know who your target audience is, when you're planning your video, you have to speak to their pain points. Yeah, I love this collagen and I can tell you all the reasons why I love it. No one cares. What they want to know is, how is this collagen going to make my life better? How is this business opportunity going to make my life better, right? And so again, no one cares why I joined the business. No one cares why I use the product. People care about what they want, and they want to have their needs met. So the minute I can identify pain points, so we'll use Debbie as an example. With our relationship, we were talking, I was telling her about the collagen and I hit certain pain points. I talked about reaching a certain age, joint mobility. Most people, when they think of collagen, they're like, oh, hair, skin, and nails. And while that is the base of our liquid collagen, our collagen is just a little bit better than the rest because we have other things, including the joint mobility, which is important for men and women when you reach a certain age. Debbie wasn't interested necessarily in the hair, skin, and nails, but as soon as I mentioned the joint mobility, she was like, wait, huh? And so she wanted to hear more. Part of that is knowing your product and knowing what your product does and knowing your target audience. See, girls that are age 18, 20, 25, they're not experiencing issues with joint mobility. That's why they're not my target audience, right? So you have to know who you're talking to so that when you're crafting your video, people are watching the video like, wow, is she speaking to me? Wow, how'd she know I was going through that? Wow. And so then they want to know more.